get your old man grunts out.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Well, we were greenlit for another episode.
Yeah. They let us through, huh?
Yeah, they let us through. Thing is, what TV network do you think took us?
If I had to pick one, I would say it'd be something like the WB, something like that, or maybe Hallmark. No,
I like Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
the TV show that they're making.
Oh, I didn't know about that. Tell me about that one. What is that?
Remember? You not remember? I think you
Oh, his
told.
perspective in
No, it's
school or what?
he's gonna go to like preschool or something. But
Yeah,
the
that's what
thing
I'm
is, like, no one likes it. No one, because people thought it was gonna be, just his own show. I mean, the thing is, Family Guy's kind of already like that. They just kind of make it Stewie and Brian, and then the side
well,
plot is.
that's the only fun. That's the only funny things about those. Like the funniest one that I ever thought was the bank when they were in the bank. You remember the bank, the
Yeah, I
vault?
remember the bank episode.
I mean, that's like for me that's the funniest one because it's just him just being themselves and it's just being funny and they're not doing a lot of
There's no cutaways in that
and there's none
episode.
of that shit. I like it. It's just like this. It's just them chit chatting and you find deeper issues about them. Stewie likes
He
to
just,
dance and wants to get his ears pierced
he
and
just thing is,
Brian wants to kill himself. Yeah,
hold like a black guy.
yeah,
Hold the gun like a black guy.
yeah, sideways.
The thing is about it's funny to know like after so long. I known it for years, but it's just funny to know that he just kind of talked to himself that whole episode.
Stewie.
Seth MacFarlane, since
Oh yeah, that's right. Because
he voices
yeah.
Brian Stewie
So he was just
talking to himself.
that's pretty cool. I said I always thought he was talented. Well, he can sing and shit. I think that's really cool. That he
That's
does all
his.
that theatrical shit.
That's he's really good at that. I mean, how many episodes of Family Guy where he's singing?
He does all the show tunes and shit.
Yeah.
And Ted too, and he sings all the show tunes. But yeah, no, I mean we'll be doing this for a long time. As long as we want to keep doing it, we want to do it. I'd like doing this. It's fun and like it's good for us. Like again, like I said, I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
Yeah, so we're gonna figure this shit out together. But I was gonna get into one thing that I thought was funny. It's like I've always been as a kid growing up, I always was a fan of 7-Eleven. And I've talked about this a lot on the show before. But 7-Eleven used to be my favorite place to go to as a kid when I was in the summertime right now. So summer's almost over. But in the summertime when I was a kid, I had me and my cousins. They would come down to visit from out of town, my cousins, and they didn't have 7. I lived in Austin. They lived here in Houston. Houston didn't back then. Houston didn't have 7-Elevens, but Austin did. We lived in an apartment complex across the street from a 7-Eleven, and that particular summer, they had a thing where you get these little you buy a big gulp or something like that. You remember how McDonald's has the stickers for the Monopoly? Well, this one 7-Eleven had them that little stickers, and you peel them off, and you'd win shit. You win like a free hot dog or a chili dog or nachos or something or so like that. So that summer, me and my cousins, we'd go there every day and we'd buy shit, and we'd buy drinks and snacks and shit. So it was just like 7-Eleven was a big part of my life growing up. So even now as a kid, growing up now as an old man now, the 7-Elevens came over. We were in Conroe and 7-Elevens came here, and I would buy hats from there. And I liked the stuff they had. But anyway, the thing was I was gonna get into the reason why I brought up 7-Eleven is because 7-Eleven Nike, the Nike Air Max, they were gonna do a 7-Eleven collaboration where they had the socks and the jogging suit and everything, the sandals and everything. But apparently 7-Eleven they weren't okay with the collab. So Nike and 7-Eleven they're gonna I think 7-Eleven's suing Nike. Yeah, they're suing them because they don't want them to. They didn't sign off on the colorways and whatnot. But they filed a lawsuit against Nike. Try to see. You got something? You were gonna say something?
Oh, I was gonna say we did go to 7-Eleven a few last year because of that thing they do. Like,
oh yeah,
we can get like whatever jug you want and get a Slurpee for the price of like a large, I think, right? Or is
yeah, you can fill anything up and shit.
And I tried to get a big can, but we ended up just getting
what do we end up getting?
The exercise waters.
Yeah, the water jugs, the Nike water jugs. Funny, it was Nike water jugs.
Yeah,
we took in there. Anyway, interesting. The 7-Eleven wants them to stop selling the shoes altogether, and anybody that's bought one, they claim that at least one person already purchased a pair of them before the 7-Eleven release. This was
Hmm.
this July. Um, but yeah, that was shitty, man. Because like I said, they also did another collab with another. I forgot what other store that Nike did a collab with and they were cool with, but 7-Eleven wasn't having it, dude. They want their,
Why
you know,
can't they have fun? You
yeah,
know,
they want to have fun. You know what I mean? But they got Slurpees and like I
slip
said,
mystery hot dogs.
hmm and then they also had some of the stores. What's 7-Elevens? I think they're Valeros. I think so. They have a little
It's
taco stand,
yeah, the
little taco.
what's it
Those are
called?
good.
Taco Carissa.
Street tacos or something like that. I don't
But
know.
yeah, we always go.
Oh, Laredo tacos is what it is. But
Oh.
yeah, Laredo. Anyway, the one I used to go to, the 7 I used to go to when I used to work near one,
Mm-hmm.
recently as of late.
Mm-hmm.
Used to have this old guy there. He used to be really cool, man. He was always on top of things, and
Mm-hmm.
he always had the tacos ready. And now the service is bad there. Anyway, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, 7-Eleven suing Nike for the 7-Eleven. I'll put a. I mean, the shoes are kind of cool, man. Like I'd buy those things.
They
Those are cool as shit.
look retro.
I like the colors. I like the orange and the green and the red and the tan. But anyway, yeah, 7-Eleven was my spot as a kid, man. I used to love it. I used to eat numerous meals there throughout the day. I was fat, so I ate the whole day. They used to have 7-Eleven had of course they had the nachos, the hot dogs, and then they don't sell them anymore. But like I said, they used to have those little pies. They were like the little fruit
Mm-hmm.
pies, but it was the pudding in them. They used to have pudding in them back in the
Oh,
day.
I would have ate
Yeah,
those.
they're pudding back in the day, but now they don't. I think they discontinued them with a lot
Michelle
of other
Obama did
shit.
it.
Maybe healthy, being healthy.
Well, that
Uh,
how that work out?
yeah, they were still kids are still fat. I'm still fat, and it didn't matter. But yeah, that's what I was wanting to get into that one right away because I love 7-Eleven, man. I can't believe they weren't on board for that, dude. 7-Eleven is
Well, I just think
they got everything in there, man. But go ahead, you were saying?
I just think yeah, just have some fun. Just enjoy it. And you getting a big brand asking to get a shoe of
Yeah,
a place everyone goes to. It's like a win-win
excuse
for
me.
everybody. But you just got to
Nah,
be boring and
not
say go away.
and not having it, man. But speaking again, staying on the same topic of shoes, man. At the Jay Z's concert, they sold. It's pretty cool, man. Jay Z's concert. I guess it did well. I'm not sure. I thought he was a little old to be doing rapping, but teach their own.
He owns the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I mean, if you love, if that's your passion, keep doing it, man. I wouldn't shit on nobody for doing it. But anyway, at his concert, I came across it, and it's a chicken nugget basket, but it's not a basket. It's a Timberland boot, and it's really cool. Like I said, I always throw the images in here. What I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little Timberland boot, and it's got the chicken nuggets in there. And apparently, I forgot how much it was, dude. I think it was like, uh, hell, I forgot what it was like. It was like $30, $40 for it. I think. Let me see. Let me see what it was.
You ever own Tim's?
Oh, I owned Tim's a lot when I was a kid, man.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think they were saying here in the comments there, somebody was saying they were $40 or something like that. I don't know, $40 for the chicken tender basket, but it was just nuggets, and it's in a Timberland boot. But yeah, I own Timberlands. I used to love those. Again, I talked about this on the show, and I didn't keep saying that, but as a kid growing up, I always loved movies that were set in New York. Like, of course, I was a big fan of the Wu-Tang Clan. Method Man was my favorite member. Method Man, and oh, let me see, Method Man, You God. Those are my favorite uh, rappers from that group. But Old Dirty Bastard was okay, but he got too sticky. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. So Timberlands, I used to love I used to love shows. Like there was this show called New York Undercover. It was a Puerto Rican dude and a black dude, and they were undercover cops. And I used to like that show, and I used to like that because it was like I said, you sit in New York. That show. Well, my absolute favorite movie is Juice, and I haven't never shown you this. Juice is with Tupac and Mike Epps. Is it Omar Epps? Epps. One of the Epps. No, it's not Epps anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And Epps and the other guy, I forget the Hispanic dude, the Puerto Rican dude's name, and then the fat kid from oh god, where's that kid from? The little fat kid. He's always plays the fat kid, and he was in How to Be a Player. He was also in man, what was the other show? It's in the tip of my tongue.
Oh, I got no
Yeah, no,
idea.
you don't know those movies, right? And
No.
you gotta get you up on those. And that's
Well, it's not the movies; it's the people.
well,
Because
I
I
know
can.
and I can't think of his name. I'm terrible with names, but I know the faces, and I can see him in the other movie, How to Be a Player.
I can be good with names.
Yeah, I'm bad with them. I'm trying to think of the other thing that he was in. It was one of my other favorite movies. But anyway, I'll think about it later. But anyway, Juice. Getting back to it, man. As
Mm-hmm.
you get older, when you get older, you
Yeah.
kind of you get sidetracked on your stories, and I can see how it happens when Like when people talk to their grandparents and
Well,
the grandparent going on a side
I think
tangent.
I feel like that's a genetic thing, or not genetic, but you just pick it up because I get sidetracked a lot. I get
What?
sidetracked in conversation.
Yeah, and that's my problem with these things here again. And I lose my train of thought because anyway. So back to juice. Anyway, as a kid in high school, I was a kid in high school in Austin. I went to Travis High School, and I was the only kid there they would wear Timberlands. I would dress the way they were in these TV shows and movies that I loved. That I would dress it. I would love the style and the fashion, the boots, the jeans,
I'm
the
surprised.
flannels. But the flannels were different. That like it wasn't a grunge thing. It was flannels like the way they wore it,
Mm.
and then you had the puffy jackets, and I was into all that stuff, man. I was into all the clothing, the brands, the all that. Man, I was into it. So that yeah, so I did own a pair. Quite a few Tims. I own quite a few
Maybe
pairs
I
of
need to get
Tims.
my own pair.
They're cool. They're very comfortable. Like I said, they're not ideal for if they're not they're supposed to be made for work, but they're not ideal for it because they're not comfortable. They're comfortable to hang out in, but they're not comfortable for work scenario. The best boot to work in is an Ariat boot because
The
they're
thing
squishy
is,
and got air. But
Tim's never went away really, because
no,
I've always heard the joke of wearing your Tims and stuff like that.
yeah. And then there's a comedian, and I think she's hilarious, dude. And I loved her. And we met her. We went to because we go to these comedy shows.
Yeah,
Me and mom go to all these comedy shows. We go to Dalia, and we went to one of the Dalia comedy shows, and we met Lulu Gonzalez, and Lulu Gonzalez is all New York. She is New York, and she's a great. She was one of the. I really like female comedians, but
mm.
I enjoyed her because I liked her style, the way she delivered it. She had an edge to it. She's very street. I liked her. But yeah, she's always talking about Tim's. If you ever watch her comedy, she's always referring to Tim's, and I think that's funny that she always has that reference in her comedy. And yeah,
She's
she's a cool chick, man. Lulu and I met Lulu, and same time we met Denny Love, another
mm,
comedian. He's cool. He's been in movies too. But anyway,
yeah,
I digress. But
but I think female. You know what? That's a topic I was gonna bring up.
what?
Female, like women in just media, really, not obviously movies and stuff like that, and comedians, yes,
Yeah,
but like like the UFC with the women's division
yeah,
and women's basketball.
yeah.
Do you How do you feel about it? How do you feel about all that?
The women's basketball. So I'm
Women
saying
like
in general sports.
wom-
So I or like
just
fighting and shit, like
well,
or just all of them being involved in it. Like
all being involved
yeah,
in
yeah,
having
yeah,
their own section.
yeah, yeah. I mean, I think it's got a place for it, but sometimes I feel bad for like uh, the WNBA. Like I said, I think it's not feel bad for it. That's not the right thing I'm trying to say. But what I'm trying to say is I get tell you what, there's some players in there that I do respect and like.
Some
I know
people
there's always
deserve it.
yeah. So I think some people deserve the attention and some don't. And I always was I never was a fan of basketball, women's basketball because the joke they can't
Hmm.
dunk because it's not exciting, and I get all that, but I do respect them because they do some of them. The players that I see that they do have the natural, they have the fundamentals. They can pass, they can shoot. They
I did hear that statistic though that they do teamwork more often than the
mm-hmm.
men do.
Because men are usually going to be it's going to be like one guy that's going to try to take over the game and dominate the game and try to control the game because
Hmm.
that's just the way it's always been. Jordan, Kobe, you know, Steph Curry, all these guys. I'm never going to mention LeBron, but yeah. So but these guys, they take control of the game. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, all these guys, they had a team, but you always knew that guy at some point, that guy's going to take over the game and control it. He's going to take the last shot. He's not going to be afraid to take the responsibility on himself to say, hey, we lost because I lost.
Mm.
There's nobody does that anymore. And like I said, and that's why I don't place LeBron in none of those conversations because he never takes the I lost, we lost. I'm the leader. We lost because I failed to do it. So he doesn't do that. To him, it's just a game. We're getting all excited. It's just a game. It's just basketball. We're getting excited over this. Yeah, you should be your career. It's your career. It's your passion. You should give a shit. But anyway, yeah, it's the women's thing. Now I do respect because, like I said, guys talk shit about women fighting in the UFC and stuff like that.
They call it
Yeah,
the piss break.
but also with all due respect, though, these women, I would be afraid to step in there. I would be,
Well,
I'm a
yeah,
man. I'm not afraid to. Those chicks are tough, man. Like
you
those,
can't deny. No matter
they're
what,
tough, man.
they're tougher than
Yeah, I
any of
mean
us.
the effort they put into the training and the hours and all that alone is enough to it's respect. All the training and the effort to get ready for a fight, It's a lot, man. So yeah, no, I respect the women that are putting in the work. Um, they deserve it, man. And then, but like I said, as far as the WNBA, like I said, I've always been a fan of. I watched the feud between Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and the thing. It's like, and
It was
they always
one-sided.
pick sides. People pick a side. This one, this side. I didn't pick a side. I always thought that they were each good in their own way, but the numbers don't lie. I always say numbers don't lie, facts don't lie.
Mm-hmm.
And Caitlin Clark brings people to the arena. Caitlin Clark, and then there's also I forget the other girl's name is Sophie Cunningham. I think her name is Sophie Cunningham. She was the one that was the new. She was the one that was a ring girl
Mm.
at the last UFC fight.
Oh,
Was a
really?
tall, a real tall, lanky
Oh,
white girl. She was Sophie Cunningham, and I'm not saying I'm not
but
disrespecting, but
yeah,
she's a tall gal. She's really lanky, but she's in her own way. She's got her own style. She's attractive. She can play ball. She can, and that's the thing, man. It's just I gotta respect her. Like I said, I always I had high expectations for the Gina and what's her name,
mm.
Ronda Rousey
Ronda
fight.
Rousey.
I had expectations, but when it's I don't know, I just felt like it was all
Uh,
staged and
I
shit.
think it was staged,
Nah,
yeah, but because I mean, you can say that because she had a quick submission, and
yeah,
I mean, look at that quick submission, and look at Patty's quick submission.
yeah. It was
That
two, that was two different. Yeah,
two different
it just felt
versions.
like it was not real, and I feel bad because I Gina Carano. She's awesome. She's outspoken. She speaks her mind, and so she got kicked off
Mad
that
about
thing. And
the
but
thing.
I don't disrespect the women. They do their thing, man. They do what they're supposed to.
It's
They're hustling. They're
I
getting
think
after
it's
it too.
different because I don't know if it's just me, but I think in the UFC, if you're not because the people who've been there from the start, like a lot of the people, a lot of women from China that fight still,
Mm-hmm.
but I think the newcomers in the women's division they kind of fight sporadically because they're new. They don't want. I don't know if it's they don't want to mess up their face too much or because they will put on a show. It's not like they're not wanting to fight. It's just I think they just fight very sporadically. I mean,
Mm.
last night was great. I
Oh yeah, I
think
didn't get to watch. I just watched the main event. I didn't get to.
I watched I watched prelims. I watched
Oh yeah, I know you're
the
into
main
it. I know
because
you're into
the
it.
first prelim it was a I think prelims were pretty submission heavy this time because the first fight
Mm-hmm.
of the whole thing
Mm-hmm.
it was a submission on the not on ground on top like on their feet.
Mm-hmm.
She got on top of her back and submitted her
Mm-hmm.
while being on her back, and I thought that was a cool submission.
Okay. Okay. What you think of the? Because I only want to know when I caught because I was watching. So just so you know, I'm gonna give you a little backstory here. What's going on back here when we were back here? I know you were at grandma's house,
Uh huh.
but back here, I finally found all the episodes of the first 48 that I've been missing.
Hmm.
So first 48, and there's also first 48. I think it's New Orleans, and I got to catch up on all those. So I was catching up on those. I said, "Oh shit, the fights are on." So I went. We caught the main event,
Mm-hmm.
and the main event was good. It went all five, right? It went all five rounds, and
DDP.
yeah, and he came through. It was kind of sketchy there at the end because it looked like uh,
Usman.
Usman was gonna come back, and he was throwing some haymakers, and it looked like he was gonna come back.
Well,
But
yeah. When did you start watching it?
I watched the whole thing.
Oh,
But
okay.
I'm saying, but like the
But
fifth round, it looked like towards the end there,
it
he
was
was
it was
fine. He was getting it.
DDP was
Got,
gonna win no matter what
it looked
because
like
he
he got
was.
gassed, like he was tired.
Oh yeah, he definitely. Uh, the thing about DDP there is he's very silly. Like he'll do random stuff but still come out on top. Like he beat that Izzy
Oh
Sandra,
yeah,
that tall
yeah,
black guy.
yeah, yeah,
He beat Sean Strickland.
yeah, yeah.
So I'm hoping that's going to be a main event at some point. A rematch between those two again,
Right.
since Sean Strickland's the champion right now.
Yeah. No, I just it looked like he got gassed out there at the end, and it looked like I thought Usman was going to make a comeback there. I mean, I didn't really rooting for nobody. I always like a good fight. Like I said, I always like a good fight,
I
and I
like,
like I continue.
like you said before. You think there's not a lot of people with names, but DDP is one of those people
Oh yeah,
that has
yeah,
a name, and people like him, and I like him. He's pretty funny. One time I saw a picture of him sideways in the octagon somehow, in the air.
yeah.
He was completely
Oh
sideways, just
wow,
in the octagon, just having fun.
wow. No, like I said to you, I'm a casual, and I am the casual because I don't have time.
I
Because
don't
I'm usually drawing or
I don't blame nobody for being a casual if you want to enjoy it. I think I think last week was showing how many people were casuals. Yes, because I think you can't say you're a big fan or you're a fan without watching at least some prelims, or because I remember seeing a video last week saying, I like these boring ass prelims just
Yeah.
for Connor to blow his leg out, and it's
Yeah.
just like enjoy it, man. Because what if
Yeah.
something like that happens?
Yeah.
You want to watch everything, so that way you're like, at
You
least I
know,
got to see some cool fights.
no, yeah. Again, we talk shit, we bullshit, but yeah, like I said, sometimes it's just I don't want to sit through all that sometimes, but I enjoy it though. Like I said, but there's a but last night I did watch those. I watched the main event because, like I said, I got caught up in my first 48. I had to watch it. I haven't seen it in a while. I missed like 2 seasons of the first 48, so I'm catching up, and there's been a lot of good ones I missed.
How
Man.
tragic.
Yeah, so I love it. I just like I like the mystery of it, trying to figure out who did it, the who done it. It's just that's fun. It's like I enjoy those shows.
I think this one's different because mother there doesn't know immediately what happened like she does with
Yeah, mom's
a
good
lot of
with the
stuff.
mom. Me and your mother, we like we used to be big, huge fans of like Dateline and stuff like that. But she said and she's I see it myself too, but like they go too long, and it's just like sometimes they put too much shit in that you don't need. There's a lot of you don't need all the fucking. Sometimes you don't need all the backstory of some of the things. There's just not some of the stuff is not necessary in it. I just want to get to the meat of it. Like I said, I don't mind when the show is like 45 minutes to an hour. It's okay, but when it gets like sometimes these Datelines are like an hour and a
Well, I
half.
think
There's too much.
they do backstory. I think as well, so you feel bad for the killer, or you feel bad for
The victim.
the feel bad for the you feel bad for the victims even more, and you feel bad for sometimes for the killer there. I don't know. I don't really watch Dateline too much. I watch it sometimes when I'm sitting in the living room with you guys
Yeah.
because I'm the only one paying attention.
Nice. Well, sometimes I get on the phone and I forget about things. I'm reading about something on the news or something because, like I said, I usually, before, dads used to read newspaper at
Yeah,
the kitchen table. Now I read it's the phone now, so I read my news there and I'm catching up with stuff and
you
catching
won't be
stuff the other
late.
week. Huh?
You won't be late to things.
Yeah, man. I want to know what's going on. It's just like killers. Segway. Just call it
Segway.
Segway.
Hell
Yeah.
yeah, Segway.
So Segway. Uh, let's see. They gave the first teaser this past week. The first teaser of the new Friday 13th prequel series is going to be coming out on. What is it on? It's going to be on. I think Hulu or no Peacock maybe. I think it's Peacock.
Hey, here's a prequel. Watch the first movie. That's it.
No, I know, but I think it's just it's A24. There are people at A24 there. Think you're gonna go for it?
AI 24.
Yeah, the girl I forget her name is because I guess I'm bad with names, but I think she's the girl that was in. She was a love interest in Grandma's Boys. I think she was in Brokeback Mountain. She was the love interest in Brokeback Mountain. What else? Oh, she was in. You've seen those movies we showed you, right? Daddy's Home, Daddy's Coming Home, Daddy's
Yeah,
Home.
Daddy's Home.
The Christmas ones with
Mm-hmm. Will
Mark
Ferrell
Wahlberg. Yeah,
and
Mark Wahlberg. She's the wife in the movies, and I think she's like one of the she's the main character in this. I think I'm guessing she's Jason's mom or something. I'm not sure, but I haven't really. I just saw that.
mm-hmm. You see that Obsession movie's on Peacock
I know
now
I need to check it out. I know we've been talking about that for a while now.
because
But yeah, I think this Crystal Lake thing.
October 15th.
Yeah, Crystal Lake. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that. Like I said, I like those movies. I always was a big Jason fan, as you can tell.
Yeah.
Jason fan. A nice gift up there from a friend of
Jason
mine,
Lives.
Jason. Jason, which one is the one with Corey Haim? I can't remember which one is with the Corey Haim. I think it's the third one or something like that. But he shaves his head at the end. He's all nut jobby and shit. But
Do you think Kevin Bacon will make an appearance?
I don't know. He should though, because he's
He was in the first movie and never came back.
yeah, he got stabbed in the throat. I think he was naked and having a good time, and he got stabbed in the throat.
With the realistic blood.
Yeah, I like it.
You miss movies like that where you can obviously tell
Yeah, I
that
like
that
it.
was
I
it.
like the
Well, I mean, what's it called? That new Final Destination. The blood there looked very
it's
CGI.
digital. Yeah, it's very digital. Like that's very digital.
It was too pale of blood.
It's just cheesy, man. There's a thing. Speaking of Corey Feldman,
Mm-hmm.
again segues, dude. I have a segue. I set it all up perfectly. It's a segue. Segue City.
Segway City.
Segue City. So Corey Feldman. I guess I think it was Friday 13th. I think it was the third one, and he's in that. He's a kid, and that's like one of his earlier movies. But the thing they have, and it's showing him like on his tours and shit. They followed him for like the past year, and him going on his tour. Yeah, it's Corey Feldman versus the world, and man, he's. They're saying it's like he's got these girls that are in the band, and they're not really in a band. It's like he's like a cult leader and whatnot. So it's I'm looking forward to watching it. I think it's out already. I think it's like $5 to watch it. Is
$5.
mom gone or what?
The Odyssey, that
Mm-hmm.
movie came out.
Mm-hmm.
Snoop Dogg's in it apparently. So Snoop
Really,
Dogg's
I know what you call it in it too. The guy from Astroworld, what's his name?
uh,
God, Scott.
Travis Scott.
Travis Scott. Travis Scott's in there, and he's got his Travis Scott
That's what I just said.
vibe.
Fucking
What?
dumbass. I
Oh,
just said that. I
oh,
said Travis Scott was in the movie.
she said Snoop Dogg.
Oh, I meant to say Travis Scott.
Fucking idiot.
Oh, I'm the
Anyway,
idiot. Well,
yeah, dumbass. But yeah, anyway, Travis Scott's in there, and it's hey, let's.
while you think about me being an idiot there,
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to bring up a movie that I've never heard of.
What's that?
Well, semi heard of, but it's called Dazed and Confused. You ever
Did you
watch it?
watch it?
No,
You haven't watched it yet?
but I'm thinking of watching it.
Oh my god, thinking of watching it. Yeah, man, I've
What-
seen it. It's a fucking. It was filmed in Austin, and it was at one of the middle schools there that we used to play football with.
Hmm.
Middle school there. It was, I think it was, I forgot what middle school. It was Martin, I think. I can't remember what middle school it was. But anyway, it was done. It was recorded in middle school. They changed it, made it a high school. One of the classic scenes in the football field
Mm-hmm.
was a Burger Stadium, and that stadium is where I used to play high school football. It was pretty cool, man. There's a lot of iconic scenes where they shot things at.
Well,
But anyway, good.
well, I wanted to bring that up because I don't know if you noticed, but one of my favorite bands is Pierce the Veil.
Yeah.
And in one of their songs from this album,
Mm-hmm.
actually, The Jaws of Life,
Mm-hmm.
is called Resilience. And in the beginning of the song,
Mm-hmm.
it has a snippet from Dazed and Confused.
What is it?
It's he said, if I ever start referring to these as the best years of my life, remind me to kill myself.
Ah, yeah.
That scene.
Floyd. Floyd was complaining about his life and how he was contemplating not playing football no more because he was a jock. The main character was a jock, but he hanging out with like the stoners and shit. So he was like,
I saw his look. Yeah.
yeah, he wanted to he liked football, but he wanted to be with his friends, and his friends wanted to have a good time, and
And I thought that was cool, and I thought, if they, because I seen that, and because my other favorite band, Panic at the Disco, used another movie. I think it was Everything Everywhere All at Once. I think, I don't know, but it was a scene in a movie where a girl goes, lying is the most fun a girl can do without taking her clothes off, but it's better if you do. And that's two of the album's names of the song.
I don't know. It's familiar, but I can't remember right now
Where that scene come from.
Yeah. But no, I didn't know.
And I was gonna say, I wanted to know, were there any songs that where they did that, where they took snippets from movies, or if they got references?
One of the most iconic, one of the biggest songs when I was a kid growing up in high school was my God, I'm drawing a blank. It's the snippet is from Young Guns, and it's can't be just any regulator. You got no one to. God, I used to know the bit. Young Guns, the guy's talking about, and it's regulators mount up, and it's from it's a rap song, and the song is Regulate. It's from 1994. Regulate. It's a hip hop song with Warren G featuring Nate Dogg. You know who Nate Dogg is? Nate Dogg's always got the smooth voice in rap songs, and he sings a lot with Snoop Dogg. But yeah, that song, that's one of the iconic cuts, to play at the beginning of that's a good thing. It's a good. I'm trying to think of there's another one like that has.
I mean, a lot of people do it. Like Kanye West, he took from not. I guess it's not really a movie still, but he got Daft Punk,
right?
And you ever heard of the MF Doom, the guy that wore that Marvel villain's mask?
I think so. It's familiar.
Because he used to. I don't know if it was in all of his songs, but most of his songs at the end there, he would take like full clips, like full snippets from like the old like 80s Spider-Man TV show, or really just that show, just anything Marvel related.
Yeah, that one was a popular one, the Regulate, and it was from what you call it, Young Guns. You gotta see that movie, man, Young Guns, and I can't believe you haven't seen Dazed and Confused, man. That's like, you have to see that, man. It's like, because it's everybody's high school journey, like everybody's high school journey. You know, hanging out with different people, meeting different people, getting to know different groups of folks. You know, because you have the jocks, you got the nerds, you got the jocks, you got the
Yeah, well,
you know the what you call the drama kids, you got the band kids, you got all the
yeah,
these people are trying to fit in. Like I said, you ever seen? It's another movie like that where it's always been that way. Is like Mean Girls is like that too, where they have the different tables. Even
hmm
though I know you think Mean Girls, it's again, it's one of those
well,
one
Mean
of the
Girls is yeah,
iconic movies. You
well,
know, it's
Mean Girls is the modern day now.
yeah, it's even more so now with like there's other things too, like oh, I'm trying to think of another movie like that. Like even like the
Ferris
like,
Bueller, maybe.
yeah, well, yeah, Ferris Bueller had a thing where he was, they had the different groups of kids and nerds and everything, and same thing was just like, I always reference this is the Breakfast Club where you have these people that are in detention. They had the loser kid, you had the jock, you had the princess, you had the weirdo kid, you had the
Mm-hmm.
smart kid. But yeah, I mean those are timeless things. They never get old to me. I love those kind of stories. And uh, another one I want you to watch, another movie that's from that era that doesn't get a lot of attention is 3 O'clock High. 3 O'clock High
Hmm.
is you gotta see it, man. It's from '87, and the bag it's one of those things. It's a bully situation,
Hmm.
but the thing where the guy stands up to the bully. The guy is Jerry Mitchell is the main character, and the character in the movie,
I see.
and he's the main character. And they get this new student in, and Buddy Revell, great name. Buddy
Hmm.
Revell is a great name. And Buddy Revell comes to the school, and you get all these people. Remember, this is before social media. There's no
Uh-huh.
social media, so everybody's talking, and people get exaggerate shit. Like, oh, this kid he beat up a teacher at his last school, or he stabbed a teacher at his
Hmm.
last school. Anyway, the guy stands up to the bully. Jerry Mitchell stands up to the bully, and he goes through a lot of shenanigans. It's a
Hmm.
one day. I always like movies that are one day. Like you said, Ferris Bueller, it's one day shenanigans.
Hmm.
It's a whole day of shenanigans. But like in the beginning, it shows the guy getting ready for school. The main character getting ready. He's like brushing his teeth with he's brushing his teeth in the car. He's late
Hmm.
to school. His parents are out of town. It's always the same thing. The parents are out of town. Him and his sister have to fend for themselves, and like they're getting ready. He's got to get the laundry ready, and he forgot he hasn't gotten it clean, so he
Hmm.
gets his shirt, and it's in the dry. It was in the washer, but forgot to put it in the dryer, so he grabs his shirt, he puts it in the microwave, and he heats it up, and it's. But I like
That's
stupid shit
funny.
like that. It's just stupid shit, and those kind of movies always stay in my. And it was just underrated. People really didn't talk about it much, but it was one of my favorite movies. And the guy, Buddy Revell, the bad guy, he was also in I think Kindergarten Cop. Arnold Schwarzenegger. He was the bad guy
Hmm.
in that too. He played a good bad guy. He was always a bad
I
guy.
wanted to watch that movie. That was a good movie.
Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah, it was a good
Yeah.
movie.
And then one recently that me and Jennifer went back to watch something about Mary. Something about Mary. You ever seen that?
Mm-mm.
God, man, you're missing out, dude. You gotta sit down and watch these movies, man. You got a lot of catching up to do. Something about Mary has Buddy Revell in it again too. He's in this one. He's a cop, and this is when they arrest the main character,
I watched My Boy Vinny. That's close enough.
my cousin Vinny.
My cousin Vinny.
My
Damn it.
God, yeah. Uh, my boy Ben Stiller. Ben Stiller is the main character in Something About Mary, and he's traveling to go see Mary in Florida or Miami. I forget what it is, in the South somewhere. And he's traveling, and he gets pulled over by the cops. And Buddy Revell is one of the cops, and he's a tough guy there too. He beats up on, slams his head into the table. It's
Tough
funny.
guy.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. He actually is a tough guy.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so yeah, 3 O'clock High is good. But anyway, Dazed and Confused is a great movie. You should watch it. We need to sit down and watch that and give you a test on it and shit. See
What?
what.
What's it called? I was thinking of That's My Boy.
That's my boy, my cousin Vinny. He's a fucking idiot, man.
I was mixing the two up.
My boy. Got anything else on your paper over there, or your fucking phone over there?
Maybe.
What?
I wanted to go back to something we talked about last week, which is
Mm.
video game movies. Because a few weeks ago, when we went to go to the mall to Zoomies,
Yeah, Zoomies is cool, man.
You guys were talking about because what we just finished watching was Jackass,
Yeah.
or what? I think it was Jackass. Yeah. Uh, when you guys saw the Resident Evil movie,
Oh yeah.
because you didn't. I know you guys don't do video games a lot,
No,
but still,
but I did back then. Yeah.
but it's more of you didn't play you played the first one, but you didn't watch the movies, did you? Like the four movies that they
No,
made.
no, because then they make. Then I tell you about what was the other one I told you about? Silent Hill.
Silent
Didn't they
Hill.
make a movie about that?
Yes, they did, and it was an
Yeah.
alright movie.
It was. I didn't get into that. Like I said, Silent Hill was. I didn't. I don't know. I didn't care for that. The game.
I heard, yeah, I heard that was a lot of people back in the day. They thought it was going to be another Resident Evil, and
Yeah.
it was it was more of a psychological horror than a in your face action horror.
Yeah, because like I told you when we were talking about that, I told you that the Resident Evil. I enjoyed that game so much because it's like you go around the corner and the zombie's eating somebody's face and shit. And it scares you, especially when you're playing by yourself at night.
Mm-hmm.
It just that game really I enjoyed it. It was the first time I've experienced anything like that before, where you're intense and you're nervous to go around the corner. Or but for me, it's those things where after so long, I just kind of if I got to go back and forth too much and look for the tool or look for the crank to crank the pool empty, I lose interest. So I have to go. And if I already passed it 100 times, I give up.
That's so. The thing is, you did that, and you just kind of left the game alone. But some people would have gotten the guide, and then they would have saw other games in the guidebook, and then that's how you get sucked in.
Before the guide, well, the guidebook used to be Nintendo Power. People used to they would tell you how to beat games and shit. It was called Nintendo Power as a magazine. But even before then, there used to be the hotline, the Nintendo hotline.
I remember. I heard about
that. Yeah, and they call and the guy, it's an actual guy sitting on the other phone, on the other side of the phone, and he's got all these binders in front of him. He's in a cubicle, and you call about how do I pass the stage with the sword or whatever. He'll pull it up and he looks it up, and that was like it was like what $2 a minute to be on the phone, and that was back in the 80s.
Nowadays you can look at a YouTube video.
Yeah, YouTube.
Well, I still think you got because nowadays you got websites now that will help you, like that will immediately give you the cheat codes and stuff like that.
Yeah,
things of that sort where I think I think it ruins the experience sometimes if you cheat too much and then it takes sucks the fun out of it. But I think after you play the game for a little bit, you're like a little stuck. Yeah, get a little hand me down.
Yeah, because for me it was always that thing, like you said. I hate people who would get the infinity life to play the game, and then you're gonna beat the game because you got infinity life, you got unlimited lives and shit. So it's not that takes away from the game. But the only game I beat by myself, no help, no cheating, no nothing, was Mario World. Was it the Mario Brothers 2, where he turned into a raccoon and he flies? Was it 2?
That was
that was
3.
2. No, that was 2. Not that one. Not the raccoon one. It was 2 where he back part 2, the second one where you could pick shit up.
That was 3.
No. Part 2. Like
was it 2?
Yeah, 2 is it's in the desert and shit. And
I heard about something that was a different game actually, and they just kind of reskinned it as Mario.
It was like, let me see.
Yeah, 2 where you pick stuff up.
That was like the first time you could pick shit up, like him. Because 3 was ridiculous. You could do all kinds of shit. You could fly and all that bullshit. But 2 was the one. Anyway, I beat that one by myself.
No help.
Nobody helped. I usually have a buddy of mine that was an expert in all the video games, and he never. I would ask him, "How do you do?" But this one I did it by myself. I stayed up, did it all, and saved the princess and all that shit. But it was like, they pull up the thing, you could pick it up and throw it back. Then and if you did it just right, and you jumped high enough, and you did it just right, you could throw a damn turnip across the room. Shit, it was really cool. But anyway, those are the game. That's the only game that I really was into is Mario, man. Like part 3 was great when he flew. He was that was good.
Back when he can only go backwards and forwards. Had go to bed 9 o'clock sharp.
Yeah, he had all kinds of. Now he can do all kinds of shit.
Yeah,
my friend got the. Was it the 64?
Yeah, Nintendo 64.
And then you could.
It was revolutionary.
Yeah, he could go all over the damn place and
go in the castle.
Yeah, and that's what they lost me, because it was just like there's no limits. There's just too much. I don't like that. I like it being structured, and you can only go this way, sideways. Anyway,
I think you had to switch it up. You can't go backwards and forwards forever.
I know, but it was fun. Again, I used my imagination and pretend he was here and there or whatever. But
now you got Chris Pratt. Yeah, Chris Pratt voicing Mario.
Well, he didn't really. He's fine. It just
the first one was good. As Jack Black ruined it.
Man, I just don't really care. Like I said, I don't know. I hate when they do big movies like that. I wish it would have been like, kind of like I don't know, like
I think.
Did you ever watch the Ninja Turtle movies?
I did. Remember we watched it. I remember we.
Well, I wasn't sure if I showed you, because I showed you a lot of shit, so I don't know what actually. I can't remember what I showed you and what stuck. It's just like with music. We showed you a lot of music. Me and Mom showed you a lot of music. And I don't know. I didn't think it stuck. Because I didn't know you were. I didn't know you were listening to the music in the back seat. I thought you were just ignoring.
I was an idiot.
So I
I
didn't
was
know.
an idiot, but I was listening to that.
So I didn't know. So I know the Panic at Disco Stay With You, and
This I got this on my own.
yeah, that one's on your own. Which is nothing wrong with it. It's fine. And what was the other one too? A7X. It's Avenged Sevenfold. I didn't know you got. You know, you were into.
Yeah.
You paid attention to that, and that was.
Love Mr. Shadow.
They're great, man. Like that's a great band. It's just a shame they're not around anymore. I mean, I guess they're still around.
They're still around. They're hanging out.
Yeah, but anyway, yeah, man. It's just.
I think because you know how you say the small things is what really gets to people. Is in the Resident Evil, the new one.
Oh yeah, you're saying
In one of the trailers, he's trying to shoot a lock, and he misses, and he's like, "Fuck!" And people like that. It's like because people have done that before in the game. Try to shoot the lock,
really?
and they miss, or you're trying to shoot a zombie and you miss because you're scared, and that resonates with people because like they pay attention, and it doesn't have to have the main characters of the games. It can be its own little thing. You could just have the name, the IP name of it, like So it turns out I was correct. There is a Call of Duty movie coming out.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, I forgot. I forgot the release date, but the official Call of Duty posted yesterday, showing the date of it.
Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah,
but I don't.
You're not into that?
No.
Not really?
I wasn't even into it back then. It wasn't fun.
Oh, I thought you were into that.
It was because it's more multiplayer. I mean, yes, there's a campaign, but I just wasn't into it. I wasn't into the war games. I was more into action and some fun games.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just figured you liked it all. Like
I know it's after a while you get kind of bored.
Okay. No, I was I think you told me about it. You told me about it, but then you told me about it, but sometimes I forget shit. But you told me about the new Rocky movie. You told me that a while ago, right? But you sent me a link to it.
I sent you I said it just out loud when I was looking at movies.
Yeah.
Because I was telling you about a movie coming out in August, and then I was just looking at movies.
Yeah, it's I'm really excited about it. It's called I Play Rocky. See, I Play Rocky. It's coming up. I think it's coming in November. I think it's November 15th. I think it comes out. But the guy that's playing Rocky, it's pretty close, man. They did a pretty damn good job by him. He's got the voice down and everything. And
you didn't say that about Michael Jackson?
No. They should use that other guy. There's a guy that's on social media.
It was his nephew.
Yeah, but he didn't. The guy that's on social media, the one that I forget the guy's name, but he looks more like Michael and has the same mannerisms. But anyway, the Rocky guy, they got the actor. He looks like him, and the way he moves, the way he runs, it looks just like him. But I'm excited about it because the story is like I didn't know exactly the whole story that Sylvester Stallone wrote this movie for himself because he wanted to be an actor and nobody would put him in movies because apparently again that time he didn't have the good look, he didn't sound right, he had a weird voice and his mouth was crooked and shit, so people didn't want to put him as a lead, but he made his own movie, put himself in the lead, and I think it's gonna be good, man. I think it's gonna be a real good movie. I'm excited for it.
I think it's gonna be like the Iron Claw. It's gonna be a good movie that I'll rewatch multiple times.
Oh yeah, because I enjoy that. It's just, man, it just blows me away how powerful that story is and how long it stayed, and it's gonna stand the test of time. That Rocky story of him being nobody. And
what about Creed?
Nah, I mean I've heard the debate online lately that which is better, the Creed ones or Rocky's by far that franchise is by far the best. It's better.
Features a robot.
Yeah, it does. It's got a robot. It's got Paulie in there. It's got a Russian. We beat up the Russians and
Adrian.
Yeah, he got Adrian and
that turtle.
Yeah, the turtle. He made it a cuff and link. These were the turtles cuff and link. Anyway, what else you got over there? You got anything else?
I was gonna say that how do you feel about? Well, talk about on the topic of movies. How do you feel about the reboots, remasters, and remakes of movies? Like here's a good example. Ghostbusters. Remember that? 2016, the one where it was all women.
Yeah, the problem I have with those things is I think you just do them just to do them, just because you have to. I don't know.
I saw the story.
I feel like sometimes they're forced, and they just do it just because.
Well, it's because the main, what's his name, Dan Aykroyd.
Mhm.
He didn't want to do a second one. Oh, I know the second one was bad, so they're like, we want to do a third one. He's like, no, I don't want to do more.
No, I
I
get it.
quit.
I get it. And Dan Aykroyd was the one, like, he was the brains behind it because he's into like supernatural shit and this ghosts and
And
all that. And
then
he was
during
the
2016,
yeah.
the those women in the movie in the
Mhm.
Ghostbusters movie were getting like popular.
Yeah, and I get that. I get that. You gotta do shit when the iron's hot and it's trendy and what's going on. You gotta do it. And I understand all that, but I'm not a fan of that. Like I said, I don't like to do things just to do it, just because oh, this is the trend right now. Because that trend will be over. You want to do shit that's timeless. I like seeing things that are timeless that'll last forever.
I mean, was it trendy? I don't know. I didn't
Well, I mean, it was trendy to make like
hate on. I think it was trendy to hate on it because I only saw hate. I never really saw anyone like it. But now it's always that thing. People say they hate it at the time, and then immediately, like, it's 10 years later since that movie,
yeah,
and
and
now
then
people are like, "Oh, it's my guilty pleasure. I love that
oh,
movie."
I never watch it. I would never watch it. Never. There was one that they did with what they did another. They did another one that I want to see was Paul Rudd. Paul Rudd did another. They did another Ghostbuster.
The
Let me see,
Ghostbusters. It was a good movie. I like the Slimer.
Slimer. Did you say
I
Slimer or Slimer?
Was it Slimer?
Slimer.
Slimer?
Yeah, did you say Slimer?
I said slime. I said Slimer.
Oh, okay. I
I
said
just said
Slimer.
no. And I used to confuse the marshmallow guy with the Michelin Man.
Oh wow.
They look the same.
Yeah, that's true. They were kind of a ripoff. Yeah, it's okay. So there was another Ghostbusters one called Ghostbusters Afterlife, and that one was Paul Rudd and Dan Aykroyd was in that one. Bill Murray. Oh, they were all in there. So I didn't know. I haven't had a chance to see this one yet. And
Wow, this came out.
2021.
Yeah, but the thing is, that was so
Ah,
long ago.
see, again, it's one of these things where at the time this kid was trendy,
Hmm.
and they threw him in the movie. The kid from Stranger Things,
Oh,
Finn.
oh
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, yeah.
And they did that shit with and I didn't mind it too much with it when they brought it back,
Mm-hmm.
and they brought the kid. He was in from Stranger Things. He was in that thing too. So I understand you do things when things are hot, characters are hot, and actors are hot, and you got to stick them in the movie because it'll help ticket sales. And like I said,
Well,
it's
I was interested in the It movie because I liked the one. That was the first horror movie you guys took me to see in the big screen.
it
Yeah,
was it.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
we're terrible
it
parents, huh?
it was the first movie you guys took me to go see.
Yeah, I like I said, I haven't seen this and I want to see it, but it was cool because like all the characters from the original, like Annie Potts. Annie Potts was the girl that answered the phone, and she was she had a very
You got 2 hours to spare.
that's a long time.
Long
Yeah,
ass
that's a
movie.
long time. But it looks a lot more intriguing than the one with the. And again, it's nothing against the woman. It just didn't
What I
look
was gonna
funny.
say about the Odyssey now.
Hmm.
The guy who wrote the original book,
Mm-hmm.
he said the best interpretation of his book, like
Mm-hmm.
no, like it wasn't a joke. I looked it up myself. Was he said the SpongeBob movie,
Oh, really?
the SpongeBob like the first SpongeBob movie was the best way to interpret his movie is basically like 1-to-1 of
Really?
the Odyssey is the SpongeBob movie.
Go to figure, man. SpongeBob. He's under the sea, man. He knows what he's doing, man. I
Had the
still trust
Cyclops and
SpongeBob.
everything.
Again, SpongeBob is a character kind of like Mickey Mouse and
He's
all.
40 years old now.
That's what I'm saying. These characters, man, they're timeless, man. It's like if you can withstand all that time, it's one of those things that's gonna stick with you. And kids, even people my age, and like you and Jennifer, will still watch SpongeBob because it's one of those things that's just those shows that we grew up on, or that we were watching. Not grew up on, but we were watching, and it just the comedy was for us too. It wasn't just for you; it was for the adults too. And
Had to drop the soap joke.
yeah, and my favorite things are the cutaways, where he shows his hand close up. He's
Oh
got a
yeah,
fungus or something. And he show him close up, and he's got the suds,
yeah.
and they show his face close up, and he's got like 5 o'clock shadow, and he looks all dirty and shit. His eyes are all bloodshot. I like shit like that. That's why I like SpongeBob. He always stuck.
He's a
He'll
great.
last. He's an everlasting character.
He's a jolly little guy, and everyone loves him.
Yeah,
Sometimes it only takes being jolly, and people love you.
I know. I wish he would have stayed. I wish he would have stayed shiny though. I like when he was all shiny.
I
But
thought the thing is, back then it was a lot more cooler colors, like darker colors, and now it's all bright.
yeah, no, I thought that character. Even the side. I think for me, the SpongeBob was great, but I think for me, the character that steals the show for me is Squidward. Squidward, I think I like. He's like me. He's got the attitude, or he's like me. Me and Jennifer always gravitated towards him because he's grouchy. he's always talking shit. He's always,
Sometimes you understand, you know.
I
Like
understand where he's coming from, man. I feel his pain, man. He's
the thing is, SpongeBob has moments where he was angry. Like earlier today, I watched the episode where Squidward was a freeloader in his house because he quit uh, over a dime.
I don't remember that one.
It was a
It's been a while. I got to watch him.
but SpongeBob was telling him to get a job, and Squidward was bossing him around in his own
Nice.
house.
I like when Squidward was he was dancing and shit. It was like a dance competition.
Oh yeah.
He had the leg warmers on.
Who put you on the planet?
He was awesome, dude. He was pretty cool. He was pretty cool.
Squilliam.
So there's this thing I follow, and I don't know what it is or what it's called. The page on Instagram, but it's all the how basically how Tarantino, Quentin Tarantino is.
Yeah.
No, I didn't know. Yeah, you never know. It tells him how he's how all his shit is lifted, like all his shots and his.
He likes feet.
Well, no, that thing, but just like the way he does a shot, or it's lifted from another movie. Like they says, it's how they just damn it, what's the word I'm looking for? How to basically they're trying to say he's a fraud. He just stole all his shit. Like he's not an original with the shit. But anyway, I'll put the clip in there as I always do, so you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah.
He was fraud plagiarizing.
Yeah, there you go, something like that. But it was just like how he still scenes and you think, oh shit, that's an iconic scene, and then you go back and they find the shit where it came
and
from.
Stuff were so hard back then, like Mortal Kombat. Like you take it home, you can finally play it on your PlayStation 1, and it was still hard. It's because you're buying it from Blockbuster, you're renting it, you weren't actually buying it,
right?
And they knew that, like the companies knew that, so it was basically like a modern that time modern day arcade machine where you would rent it, and it would be hard, so you didn't beat the game.
So you keep it longer.
So you rent it longer.
Yeah, get back the fucking late charges up the ass, dude. Late charges are expensive, dude. Like you could get back credit from fucking Blockbuster. But yeah, I know. That's cool. I didn't know that.
It was So taking a game. That's why old games like that were so hard, and that's why
Do you like those games? What's your favorite type of game? Is it like the first person or?
I like if I'm looking here right now, I'd say it's kind of. I mean, it's tough. I go to every
because you like the
I go everywhere.
Stuff, huh?
No, I go everywhere. I go fighting games. I play
Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft Auto.
You excited about that?
Story. Well, yeah.
Who's not excited? Who's not excited? I'm asking you.
Yeah, who's not excited for that? I mean, the pre-orders already made like $1 billion. After spending $3 billion making the game.
That's crazy, man. But so you're into all kinds of.
I'm into everything. And I'm trying to.
I know there's a lot of people that are into like role playing games too, like where they're.
Oh yeah, I do that sometimes. Like, I play those.
For games me, I used to hate those like.
Not D&D, really.
No, like what was that one? Link. What was it? Zelda. Man, I hated those games, man. I had friends that were all into Zelda and shit, and just had the T-shirts and all that bullshit. I just couldn't get into that game. I don't know. I don't like. It's those.
More explorative.
Yeah, I don't like those quest shits. I don't like that shit.
I like going on quests.
Nah, man, I don't like that.
I mean, that's what that one franchise of Fallout does. It's all about quests. Quests going wherever you want. Do whatever you want. Go wherever you want. Go at your pace. And I think that's fun.
All right. Well, I didn't know. Like I said, I was curious what you're into because I know you got a lot of shit. That's why I wasn't sure which one you had a favorite. Like I said,
there's no favorite anymore. Wow, it's just kind of whatever is put in my face. I kind of enjoy it.
Makes sense.
Seems
like it.
Like you said, what's your problem again with the games? You said you have to get good at it.
What do you mean?
Because we played Madden a while ago, and you said you couldn't play games. Because you would try.
Oh no, because I'm obsessed over it, and I got to get perfect at it, and that ain't gonna happen because I don't have that kind of time in my days. So,
there's no such thing as perfect, no matter what. Because
I'm just saying, but you got to be able to dominate somebody, man. I can't do that. I can't figure out a game, and like I said, I used to be great with like the NBA games, NBA Live. I used to love those games, and but I just had time. I just back then I was a kid. I had time.
On the topic of
you done with this interrogation yet? What?
People putting like snippets of movies and stuff like that in music. What about music in video games? Music and famous people in video games, and like people from, because growing up for me, I knew Keith David from this game called Saints Row.
Mm-hmm.
It was a GTA clone, and I knew Keith David's voice from that. And then after a while, I saw him in more media from the past and present,
Mm-hmm.
and it was just like, wow, I knew him way before any of this really,
Right.
because how many do I shock you sometimes when I say like a name that you think I wouldn't know?
Sometimes, yeah, because I don't think you're again. Sometimes I don't think you're paying attention. So I just think, how does he? He wasn't listening, so how does he know what that is, or what we were talking about that, or whatever the case may be? But
Like grandmother said, I listen in silence.
yeah, I know. But sometimes we need to know. We need to know if you're listening for real, because we don't think nothing's going in there. I think it's mush in there. So we have to check sometimes if there's not just mush in there.
Because I showed you videos before where it's like GTA had like famous people in the game
Mm-hmm.
like Vice City. Vice City had the main character, the guy who voiced him was what's his name? Uh, famous guy.
Well, I like Vice
Ray
City.
Liotta. Ray
Oh
Liotta.
yeah, I like Vice City because Vice City had like the actual music from Scarface. Like
Yeah.
that, you had the channel that had all the songs from Scarface were in the movie when you're
Yeah.
changing the channel and shit. That one channel, I forget what
Billie
it's called.
Jean.
Yeah.
Yeah, Billie Jean was in
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
was in
But like all the this Scarface soundtrack was in there.
mm,
Uh, but yeah, I like shit like that. I like when they have things like that where people are in the. I'm trying to think who else. It's
My
just like
Chemical Romance, stuff like that.
it's like when you had a game when you were a kid. You were small. I'm talking about like little, and you had uh,
Cars.
the Cars game, and then it had music in there. It had
Take a
different.
free ride.
Yeah, they had all these things. It's really cool to do that,
The
man.
thing
So,
is, I remember those. I remember that song. Like
mm-hmm,
if you were to put, because I saw a video a while ago talking about like the best songs in Cars,
mm-hmm,
and it was crazy to see because I remember all those songs by heart.
yeah,
Like like Free Ride
yeah.
and what was another one? There's an All American Reject song in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I think that's cool to expose kids to different music and shit. Like because you never know what you listen to at home. When
Mm-hmm.
kids listen to at home, they might have different. I think
And
that's neat to show people because you might know there might be a genre of music out there that you didn't know existed and you like it. Like that, like that.
it's like the I feel like playing games and listening to music in there is like it's like real life radio. Just kind of listen to it and you're like that's kind of cool.
Yeah. No,
But it's also you don't want for me, I think it's like the music's good, but I wouldn't want to listen to it on a daily basis. I think
music
not like
or just
certain music. Like
ah
I wouldn't. I think I wouldn't listen to "Jingle Jangle Jingle" by myself.
nah.
I think I'd
Or,
like to listen to it while I'm throwing dynamite at a giant lizard or something.
okay. No, I get it, man. And I like stuff like that. Like I like games that have music in it. What else you asked me about the game? Music?
There was one big one was Saints Row.
Oh,
Saints
okay.
Row 2 had I think one of the best soundtracks of
Hmm.
all time because it had some Panic at the Disco, some
Hmm.
Red Jumpsuit Apparatus,
Okay.
Avenged Sevenfold in there,
Okay. And then I
and
know.
that's where I
Mhm.
found Everybody Wants to Rule the World.
Oh,
That's
Tears for Fears. Yeah.
that's where I found that song, and I was
Okay.
like, wow, that song's amazing.
Yeah, man. I showed you talking one time, and I told you about uh, where sometimes I get you too, like Max Payne, where I told you that was one of my favorite games because it was cool to see where you could because where he revives himself in his adrenaline
Yeah,
and goes in slow motion. I thought that was a
or
cool. Max Payne. I think that was a great game. I enjoy that. If I haven't played that in ages, but
yeah.
yeah,
See,
I know they're still making it. Or it was.
they stopped making it.
Oh, did it?
But I've heard that I think they're gonna remake the first one.
That was a really good. It's dark. It was cool. It was it's kind of like
That was back then when they still had where you put like someone's real life face on a flat surface on a character.
yeah, that's really groundbreaking. It was groundbreaking stuff, man. I don't know, man. Did you I don't know. I guess we could wrap her up.
Yeah, wrap it up.
Yeah. Okay.
Was it? I finally came in with some topics and
No, you had some stuff. You had some good questions. There's some crazy interrogation, and I
yeah, I
like
gotta
it.
interrogate you because
Yeah, it's cool.
I don't know who you are and I gotta get.
Yeah, I don't know who the hell you are either, but
It's like a neutral cop instead of good cop or bad cop.
I like bad cop better. Bad cop gets shit done. Um, no, man, this is cool. I like it. I like doing this. Like I said, we try to put it out I try to make sure I do it every on the same day, which is like Monday because I put it out Monday. So
Monday.
every Monday we'll put it out there. So I don't know. Next week I'll try to come with some interrogation questions for you and put you under the light there.
Or
Make you
maybe
sweat.
or maybe remember names.
I'm bad with names, man. I'm bad with
Remember
names.
things.
The reason why I need to remember the name because I'll put the image in here. Right here is my little sweet spot where I put the images of faces and
People
people I don't
can
remember.
people can do it
Yeah, they
themselves.
can figure it out themselves, but I like to put the little image of the people. But anyway, it's
That's
been
episode.
fun. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's our
this episode 2.
they
We've
kept
been.
us going, man. They kept us on
We're let's
life
hope
support here.
let's hope we make it through season 1,
Yeah, we'll
or
be
we'll
all
get
right.
not get canceled midway through.
Yeah, we'll be fine. Man. We'll make it fine.
We're not
All
like
right.
Big Mouth.
Oh no, yeah, that was terrible. First season was good. Dude. Anyway, so yeah, well, appreciate y'all and stay tuned.